Hi everybody, this is Rita Holmes, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, bringing your Simply Saturday card video, and it's number 70, I do believe. And I'm happy to be able to bring it to you. For one thing, things look iffy around here. I tell you what, I cannot get motivated for nothing. It's driving me crazy. But anyway, and look, my hair is sticking out on the sign. Drives me crazy too. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you that Stampin' Up, don't forget they have of course, their March online exclusives that came out this time. You have a few more days to order the product of the month for March, but if there's any left, you can also order those in April. But you just have to have a $75 order for each product of the month that you order differently. You can't have like two of the same month. So if you don't get yours in March and you decided you want it and they still have it, you can buy it in April. But if you also want April's, then it's another $75 order. I did make some cards for Tuesday. My Tuesday video had some cards made with that stamp set, which was so cute. And of course, it's my usually time to yawn because I do a video unless I do it first thing in the morning. I will show you my cards that I made on Tuesday in case you didn't see them with that product of the month. Also, it's coming to a close, and if you order $50 from me, you will get a email with a link to a video plus 2 PDFs from a collaboration of women that I am with. There's 3 women every month that do a project. One does a video, and which is a project too, but there's 1 video, 2 PDFs. So we have that for March, which is coming to an end this coming week. Product of the month, and that the March online exclusives pretty soon. It's also the last month for our mini catalog. Ends at the end of April, as long as our annual catalog, and then the new catalogs will start in May, and it'll be I hate to call it a mini catalog because they're bigger than what a mini is now. They're about 87 pages, but they're not as big as our annual catalog because we will be bringing out 3 catalogs a year. And there will be some carryovers. Watch though, as these catalogs come to an end, that some of that stuff may go to online exclusives. So you're going to want to keep up with some of that stuff and see, mainly to make sure if something you didn't get that you might like, that you're on the fence about, if it goes to online exclusive or they start to clearance it out and give a discount. I'm going to get my cards real quick before I forget that I want to show you that I made. Oh, I'm missing one. How about that? Let's get the one I'm missing. Here it is. So anyway, I'm going to show you those before I show you what we're going to do tonight. And what we are going to do tonight, if you're on my team, I have a thing called card confetti. I've done it once. I need to do it again. But anyway, I send out bits and pieces to the people that want to be involved with that, of DSP, cardstock, whatever, and they take those pieces and they design a card, and then they upload it onto our Facebook page and let us all see it, and then I pick a winner, which I have not picked my winner from the last one yet because I just now remembered that. So I need to get that done. I got a lot of stuff to do this week. I need to make out a list. So anyway, I'm going to turn the camera down. I'm going to show you the cards I made Tuesday with the product of the month, and then I'll show you what we're going to make. Well, since that hit that button and it goes, there we go. And you'll see little Miss Moxie. She's jumped up here when she saw me getting everything out, because that's how my girl works. Let's see how these look. I need to bring this up on my screen so I can see what the heck. Okay, there they are. This is the product of the month. It's called Notes of Spring. And here are, so you can see I used this. Is this right here. The goose is right here. The outline at the inside. There's the bunny, outside, inside. And then here's the deer right here. And I used a little note of thanks on all three of these. And I used the happiest of birthdays on one that I have made. So these are my cards. Just use some cardstock. Put a little bit of the grass in here. Makes such cute, cute cards. But I went, oh, there's happiest of birthdays. What am I talking about? So I just wanted to show you those. I think they're just too cute. And that is that stamp set. And if it does carry over, if they're not out of it, you could still get it in April. $75 order, and you can get it for $5 if you don't get it beforehand. So here's our card we're going to make. And this is what I had sent out to everybody. It's all these little bits and pieces. Of course, they have to do their own card base. But so I made this, and where I cut these corners off, I put on the inside of my card right here. So we're going to do this real quick. I'm going to make two. I'm going to make them out of the same paper, but different than that paper. So of course I have my 5.5 by 8.5 cardstock scored at 4 1/4, and I use the basic white thick for my card bases when I'm using white cardstock, because it is thicker than our regular cardstock. I like the weight of it. It stands up better. Our color cardstock is thicker than our regular white cardstock, so it works fine too. So here are our two cards. And they are going to be at a landscape, which is this way. This is portrait. This is landscape. Or this is hot dog, and this is hamburger. Whichever way you want to say it. Of course, I never can remember which way my hamburgers and hot dogs go. So, here's what we're going to be using for each one of these. Now let's put all these over here. Okay, this piece right here is 5.5 by 2 1/4. Now you can cut it smaller if you want. I hope this works. I haven't closed this and I don't know when. And look at that. That's why, there we go. It's going to work. Started to say, I'm notorious about leaving that open. And if your DSP has a directional, like I wanted my leaves to be going up, so I want to put that like that. So let's do that on both cards. This one's kind of be going sideways a little bit. Sideways and up. Now, mind you, it's cut out of the same sheet of paper. But that's because they go all different ways. So we will do this like this. Then this is the back side of that paper. Are these the same size? I cut them kind of close, I guess. It's about a 1/2 inch. And what I'm going to do with this is I am going to now glue the opposite side, and I am just going to line that up on that piece of, and it's also cut off of the same piece. So we have that. Gives us a little barrier there. I loved making this card when I did it. It's just really cute. And I'm all for cute cards. So there we go. We have those. Now I'm going to take these two. This is Secret C. So that's 5.5 by 2.25. This is 5.5 by 1/2 inch or thereabouts. These are 2-inch squares. You can use a punch, you can use your you can use a die cut, you can just cut it on your paper cutter. This right here is a scrap that I already had, and it is going to go across like this, okay? So what I'm going to do is just ink, here I'm saying ink every time. Just going to put glue right there in the center. And I'm going to move this to one side and cut the other side. So there we go with that. I'll leave that lay right there for a second because I'm going to do that with this one. And I am going to glue that right there and add this, and it might not even be the same size as the other one, I don't know. All I know is that they were scraps that I had in my pile. I've used almost every single piece of this paper pack. I love it that much. So there we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to trim that. And then on this one, I'm going to trim up. And then I'm going to trim this way. And I'm going to use that. And I'm going to keep it awkward like that. It's not going to matter. Whoops. So this one I'm just going to trim up again. These cards are so fast. Our video is going to be over in no time. Let's get these. I have a little bit of glue on them because they were sticking to my scissors, so I have glue somewhere. Oh, I forgot to get my stamp set out. I was so excited. I've been cleaning my house. I've been doing some deep cleaning of my house. As many of you know, I'm going to be having surgery on Friday. So, with that being said, so here's the difference. You can just see how different the two of them look. Let me get my stamp set out. Hopefully it's right, not there. There's the dies, now where's the stamps? That's what I get for not being very organized today. Should have came, I don't know, I'm never organized anymore. I have taxes all over my house. I have just everything all over my house. We might be using a different happy birthday if I can't find my stamp set. How do you lose a stamp set? Does anybody know? Just 1 second. I need a little stamp that's going to fit that little spot I had there. Cutest crew. Cutest crew. Oh, I found it. It's where I looked the first time, girls, guys, whoever's watching. I'm going to use this little happy birthday. I didn't put it up where it went. That's my problem. Does anybody have that problem? Don't put your stamps up where they go? Yeah, that's what Rita Holmes does. Sometimes. Most of the time. Most of the time. I'm going to get out Secret C, and that's what I'm going to stamp this with on my little, and this is the next to the smallest circle out of the stylish shapes. And if you haven't got Cutest Crew or have never seen it, you are really missing out. Hope I don't get ink all over it. Hope I did okay. Try it again. Ha! It is the cutest stamp set, and I think I have about wore the poor thing out. And I will continue to use it and wear it out because it is still going to stay one of my favorites. And let me show it to you. It has dies to go with it, and I'm yet to use the dies. Here it is. I used the happy birthday, but we have the kitty cats, we have the doggies, we have birds, and then we have little bird feet, dog or cat feet, butterflies, flowers, and then the sayings, have the best day, so glad we're friends, just a little hello, and happy birthday. Cute, cute, cute. And if you don't think it's cute, I don't know what's wrong. Okay, Rita. I'm confused. But then again, you stay confused, right? Right. I only see... That's right, that's what I did. So, I'm just going to put one on each card because I cut that other one. It was in my mind. What else is new? But anyway, I am having my surgery on Friday. And I found out my surgery will take about 3 hours or so. And I will probably, if nothing arises, any complications or anything like that, I will be coming home the same day. Can you imagine? I can't, but that's what I'm told. I will be coming home the same day. And that's okay. My dear hubby's going to be my caregiver. You might want to say a prayer. Because, oh, Lordy. Lordy, Lordy. Floyd is going to do the honors. Okay, I am going to pop this up. So, we are going to do this. Oops. Because I like to pop everything up. I finally used that little piece of paper. Here we go, here we go. But anyway, I should be home on Friday evening sometime. I see how I want this to go. I think like this. So what I am going to do, I'm going to just line this up like so. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. And we'll line this one up like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and put, make sure I have those up the right way so I can, I'm going to put 2 of these on here because I want it to really hold up. And those are stuck together. We'll just stick them together like that. And then I'm going to tie a little bow and put it on here and embellish, and then we're done. So I'm just going to stick that off to the side like that. Isn't this cute? So fast. I had forgot I had made that, and I was looking at things, and I thought, oh, I want to do that for Simply Saturday. That's a good one. So there we go with those. Now I got out my linen thread. I have a video of my cat I have to post. I took it yesterday, and I forgot to post it. And it is her and Ribbon. I think she's infatuated with the ribbon. And, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double this, because I'm going to make a double bow. So I'm just going to hold that. And when you're doing this and you want to bring your loops down, make sure you hold the center or that'll curl on you. You don't want anything curling. And then I'm just going to trim that a little bit. And I'm going to put my bow like right here. So there's one. Let's make another one real quick. And I like to run my finger down there because it straightens this curliness out of there. You can do it on the side of your table. But it doesn't even hurt if you don't have fingernails, because I don't have fingernails. But it straightens my ribbon enough. And see how that's curling right there? I'm going to cut this off before I do that so I can straighten it up. I'm going to run it through my fingernail again. And bring both ends up as soon as I can get a hold of them. And then I'm going to tie another bow. And I just like the double loops, so that's what I tend to do, more so than just a single loop bow. And there I want to hold it a little bit. Oops. Trim my ends up a little bit. And I'll put a bow right there. Lost my glue dots. I'm about to get it to an end of a roll. That always makes me happy. There's a gazillion glue dots on a row. I can't even talk. But I plan on being back Tuesday, this Tuesday, and I'll have my Tuesday video, and then I'll have a Wednesday video, and I'm hoping to have a Saturday video, which would be the day after I get out of the hospital. Of course, I always pre-record my Saturdays anyway, so that's no big deal. If I can get all that recorded and stuff, we'll be doing good. So there is that. Now what I brought in, because we have the crumb cake in there, and I thought I would use these crumb cake shiny gems. So let's just get a few of those. So there's that one. What do you think about this fast and simple card? It is fast and it is simple, that's for sure. So there we have, and I'll tell you the name of this paper that I just used because I think it's Delicate Dreams, but don't hold me to that right yet. I will get the paper. I would show it all to you. It is called Delicate Dreams, and the only piece I have this one left, which is, you can see all the copper in it, and then it's the crumb cake color on the back, and then I have one of these left, which is just like a little flower. It's Secret Sea with the copper flowers with the light flowers on the back. Those are the only two I have left. I have actually used every piece of paper up of that. It's like one of my favorites right now. And this was from Brush Beauty, is what I did with that one. So there we go. That is our cards. I hope you enjoy it. And if you make one, just put it on my Stamp Crazy VIP page saying it was from my Simply Saturday Card 70, because I like for you to share, but I like you to share from my videos, so we don't bog down, so people can see ideas from what I have shown, and they can see different ideas from you guys, and I like that. So remember, that's the cutest crew, is this little happy birthday, which I love because it fits in this little circle. And this is just the two sides of the paper like this was. It's very easy way to use up some scrap of your DSP. And like I said, just take whatever you cut off of the edge there from a scrap and stick it on the inside of your card. Bring your the outside of your card to your inside. So there you go. You all have a blessed Saturday, a blessed weekend, and be creative when you can. I am going to do some more deeper cleaning, house cleaning that I haven't been doing. We got our upstairs done. Floyd helps me. We got our upstairs done between yesterday and today, so I'm ready to move on. Tomorrow, we're going to tackle the bathroom and the spare bedroom on the main floor. So, all right, that's what I hope to do. We'll see. So you guys have a great one, okay? Bye.